If you are struggling with infidelity or broken trust or some type of cheating in your relationship, there's three P's that our body and our mind constantly remind us of, and that it's personal, that it's permanent, and that it's pervasive. And number one, it doesn't have to be. It may feel that way, but even if it is, that's not necessarily a bad thing. For instance, okay, so it is personal. You're always asking yourself, why was it me? What was wrong with me? Personal. Pervasive. It affects every area of your life. You know, you can't go to some stores, you can't go to some banks, you can't go to drive down some streets, you can't do this. And certainly permanent. That's another one. This is something that you're going to live with, and it's going to destroy you, and you're going to die with it. Well, how about this? Pervasive. Yes, it does seem to have a ripple effect, but you could also re-own those streets. You could reclaim those areas. Um, so, which will ultimately empower you. As far as permanent, yes, there is a new normal. It doesn't have to be permanently bad. There is a new normal. But what I'm on here basically just trying to tell you is this: nothing has to be personal. You did nothing at all. It doesn't matter how much you weigh, how many teeth you don't have, what you didn't do, what you could have done. It's not personal. It's not permanent. It's not permanent in that you can take the burden of infidelity and find the blessings of the silver linings from it, especially if you're recommitting, you're reconciling, and you're rebuilding. You can have a stronger relationship than before. So it's not permanent, and if it is, that's not necessarily a bad thing. That means that you are reminded of the worst times of your life, that you could live the rest of your life as the best days of your life. Pervasive. It does creep into every area, but you can reclaim those areas and empower yourself. And personal. As you do the work, you'll realize this wasn't personal. And the last P I'm going to give you, and I just thought of this while I'm talking, is that you are not powerless. Once you do the work, I don't care if you're rebuilding, reconciling, or taking off, you are not powerless. Again, probably 70, a little bit more, 72% of people that have some type of infidelity in their relationship work it out and they thrive. It's just not something that people talk about around the dinner table. So you don't know what Aunt Josie, Aunt Betty, Uncle Freddie, and Cousin Mary did in their relationship, because people aren't going to talk about the bad necessarily, unless of course they do, and then they say, I'm leaving that dog because he did A, B, and C. Yeah, sure. And those are the only extreme cases you're going to hear about. But the people that have struggled through infidelity and worked it out, 9 times out of 10, you're not going to hear it. And that's about upwards of 70 or more percent of the relationships around you. So it doesn't have to be personal, doesn't have to be pervasive, doesn't have to be permanent. But even if it is, then you turn those around to benefit you, because what? You're not powerless.